Hi guys, in this step we're going to go ahead and build the AB idlers, which will consist of these 4 parts here. They look like little knobs, and then also 4 parts here. Alright, like that. And also the AB drives, there's 4 parts. There's A and B. One of these is A, one of these is B. The A drive is actually the one with the 3 holes. So grab that, the 3 holes at the end. All the other ones have 2 at the end. You grab this, and also you're gonna need to grab these. You're gonna need to put heat inserts into this hole and this hole, and also these holes here. I do recommend using a soldering iron with temperature. These are not too expensive. This is a 60 watt. These are like really generic, you can get them everywhere. Get the one with the temperature. I recommend about 360, 370 should be plenty for soldering or putting these in. So we're gonna get the M3 threaded inserts. A drive and the B drive are basically the X and Y. They're gonna control the X and Y. So let's go ahead and insert. There we go. Now you just need the heat inserts for the A drive because you're gonna mount, I think, the cable holder. So that's why you need these. Let's go on to each of these. There should be a hole on top of it. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the inserts there. Now guys, I do have a website called 3dprinterschool.com that has a written tutorial of all of my video tutorials. So if you don't have access to video, or you can't play the video, or you don't have time to watch the video, just go read through the steps, maybe like a day or 2 before you do it. That way you don't have to read the manual and you can just really just breeze through. And also if you watch the video again, you'll be able to understand a lot faster. So those are done, that's done. Let's go to the next step. Also you need M5 hex nuts. 4 of these. Go ahead and insert them at the top. They might fall out. Let's just insert it. Yep, they might fall out. Alright, let's go to the next step. Let's go ahead and build the 8 idlers. So go ahead and grab the idler pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and grab any of these. Grab the thicker boys. We'll call these thick boys. You're going to grab some M540s. And you're going to need some 1mm spacer or shims, and also you're going to need F695 RS bearings. There's an A and a B idler, and you're going to need to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to need 4 shims. So you see where the logo of the Voron is? You're going to go ahead and insert into this longer hole by the Voron. Go ahead and insert it. You're going to put a shim. You're going to put the bearing this way up, and then opposite way down, and then another bearing. Alright, it should match this other guy here. So for this one, it has a tab here, and you're going to just go ahead and insert it like that, and it should just pop in there. Alright, next you're going to grab one of these in this orientation, right? And you're going to slowly take this out. Take it out from the bottom. Make sure it's not moving. And you're gonna align it after you put this guy in. Slowly. Make sure the hole is clear. It's all clear. Go ahead and insert slowly so you don't lose your spice there, and make sure to line the bottom here. Alright, and insert the hex screw and screw it in. Go ahead and screw it in. Now get it kind of tight and loosen it just a little bit so you can slide it back and forth, because it's going to be a belt tensioner. Next, you'll need M340 and an M3 washer. You're just gonna go ahead and screw it in. Now, since later on you can change the tension, so go ahead and pull this out all the way about here, just a little bit, and just push it in. That way, later on when you install the belts, you can go and screw in to increase the belt tension. So leave it about like that, just a tiny bit. All right, let's go build the other one. Gonna go insert these shim. 695, up, down, facing up, down. Another one up there. And let's go ahead and clip this on. And should make that nice sound. It's gonna go in like this, all right? Before you pull it out, a good tip is actually go ahead and slide this in. This way, slide in sort of sideways like that, and then pull it out. Pull it out. Slowly. And you're gonna slowly slide it over. Okay, maybe realign it using a one screw here. Make sure you're perfectly aligned, otherwise you get stuck. Sort of move it around a little bit. And you may be able to align it from the bottom while you do it. It's not going in. Pull it from the bottom like that. Yeah. It's actually a tricky process, but you'll get it eventually. Okay, make it pretty tight until it doesn't move. Maybe do a half turn, loosen it. Maybe a little bit more. Just enough so it will slide. And grab another M40. Let's slide this bad boy all the way down. Not really use it. That should be good, so you can later tense it. So when you're done, it should look like this. This is gonna go on the flying gantry, the A and the B, basically right and left. And double check that you have installed this correctly. Make sure it's rolling good. Rolling good. And you're pretty much ready to go to the next step. Okay, next grab the A idler parts, A drive. It's gonna be the one with the thermal inserts. And then go ahead and find the other part that fits on the other side. Should look like this. The one has the hole that's going in, and it should fit just like that. Grab two M530s. You're gonna insert it through here and flip it like this, and you're gonna grab more M5 shims and M5 shims. So this first guy, it's gonna have one shim and one 695 with the side facing down, and then the other way. This is where the belt's gonna go through, and you're gonna put another shim. For this next one, we're gonna do double whammy. So one shim, two 695 bearings, like dart, and then two shims, one, two, and one more bearing, one, two. So this is gonna fit two belts through, one down here, one here, and then another shim. And then you're gonna go ahead and place the other part over. So you just go through these two holes here. Nice screw in. Now tighten just a little bit, don't over tighten. All right, and they should roll pretty good. You're good to go. They should roll freely. If not, go ahead and untighten just a tad until they roll real freely. They should make that sound. Hear that? She wrote like that. A little loose is fine. Alright, A drive needs a motor, so grab a motor. Grab another one of these NEMA 17 motors. Motors, let's go ahead and switch to British now. Did you know I'm actually British? You also need GT2 20-tooth pulley, 20-teeth pulley. Alright, and the grub screws. So something new with the 2.4 R2 kit is you have a motor guide. I forgot to print it out, so I'm not going to use one. I'll just use a ruler. But definitely next time I'll be printing that out. Okay, you will also need thread locker. The pulley is going to go over like this with the grub screw thing on the bottom here. For this particular step, for the A drive. I believe B drive is actually the opposite. Okay, screw in the flat side first, where the motor is flat. Don't tighten it yet. Okay, what you're gonna do is measure from the bottom here, not here, but here, to where the edge of the belt starts. So that should be 16.5. I'm at like maybe 617. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit. And that's still 17. Maybe a tiny bit more. Try adjusting with this gap up here. It's easier than trying to tighten it after you measure it. And then you just lower it a little bit until it's 16.5. Because nothing's moving. Okay, just a tiny bit more down. Okay. 16.5. Oh yeah, that's exactly 16.5. Okay, let's go ahead and tighten this bad boy. Tighten the flat side first. And the one on the side. I do recommend just using thread locker on the one with the flat side. I think this second one is actually overkill. This is actually new with the 2.4 R2 manual. The previous 2.4, regular 2.4 I followed, they didn't have any thread locker at all. I don't know how my printer will end up. Okay, that's pretty tight, looking good. We're gonna grab this motor and make sure it's facing this way, and grab this guy facing this way, right? And we're gonna go ahead and place this guy right on top here, just like that. All right. Grab 3 M330s, and you're gonna go ahead and screw in the motor. 1, 2, 3. You know, when I used to have my dog passed away. She got very ill, and she couldn't walk. And then she eventually walked again, and I would always tell her, like in broken English, 1, 2, 3. And it was awesome times, but she was struggling. Go ahead and mount it to the motor. And you're almost done with the A drive. Go ahead and tighten it. Go ahead and tighten, visually check these slight gaps will disappear as you screw in. On this side, don't worry about it. Just get it pretty tight, not overly tight. Okay, no gaps here. Maybe a tiny bit of gap. That's fine. Also over here, get it pretty tight. It's a little too tight. You see how I tightened it too much and it affected the pulleys there? Get it so the pulleys move. There we go. Okay, the A drive is done. Congratulations. Let's do the B drive. Oh yeah, double check the alignment of your pulley. It should align. This pulley should align with the pulley inside. If it's not, double check. But this is fine. This pulley fits inside the gears of this pulley. So I'm perfect right there. Right? You see that? You see how this fit directly? This fits inside there. So align great, rolling great. We're ready to go to the next step. For the B drive, we're gonna go ahead and grab this piece and grab 2 M530. just like before. We're gonna insert it into this hole here, and this hole here, and flip it. Okay, we're gonna need to grab the rest of the 695 bearings. F695. I believe we need 6 of these. Yeah, 6. And grab a bunch of shims. Shims, 1mm spacer, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the small guy that's sitting on top here. It's going to be 1 shim, 1 695, another one, another shim, that's it. The other one, same thing as before, 1 shim, boom, boom, 2 shims, boom, boom, and 1 more shim, boom shaka, baby. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the other piece of the B drive, align it with the holes here. Okay. And it should sort of fit in there nicely. Tighten these up slowly. See how they're not rolling now? So I'll actually undo a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Oh yeah, they're rolling well. Alright, perfect. B drive. Now you should be down to 2 motors. So grab another NEMA 17 motor, the bigger motor, and you are going to go ahead and grab another 2GT20 tooth pulley with 2 grub screws. Alright, this time the grub screw is going to go on top. Alright, so you're going to go insert it like that. Go ahead and put some thread locker. Okay, just a tiny dab will do. Find the flat side first of the rod. And go ahead and insert it. And just tighten slightly. Leave just about maybe a millimeter space up top. You can use I'm gonna go ahead and skip it because this is way too much. Actually, now let's there's a little bit of extra. Even this will probably work. You don't need that much. But like I said, you don't have to over-engineer it. That's in loosely. Now this is going to be 6.5 from the bottom here to where the belt starts. Now about 2 millimeters too high. So I'm going to go ahead and go down a little bit. I'm at 7. Yeah, it's at 6.5 exactly. So go ahead and tighten the flat side first. And the other side also. Actually, you might want to use the grub screw on all of them because this is the AB drive and it just gets used a lot. But one should be plenty because this is the most important right here. Okay, we're going to make sure the connection goes out this way. And we're going to go ahead and insert the motor on top like that. Grab 3 M330s. Okay, this motor is going to sit on the left back of your printer. That's why I want the connection coming out. And it's going to be mounted onto the flying gantry over here. And also on this side, both sides. Go ahead and tighten. Don't over tighten. Notice the pulleys are moving well. This third screw, you might have to be careful not tighten it. See, I tightened it too much. That's perfect. You can tighten these 2 other screws pretty tight. Okay, check for alignments. Make sure this pulley is inside the other pulley because the motor pulley actually has slightly more room. And that's perfect alignment. That's looking very good. If you got to this point, you should have 4 of these. Now these are supposed to be in black, but I like to use colors. So if you want to make your printer more colorful, I'll print your AB drives in color. Alright, so that looks very good. We will go to the next step. Have a great day, guys. And check out my website for written tutorials. I'm working as I go. So I'm just working on my spare time, doing my best to do step by step to build this printer. It's just taking me a while because I gotta make a video, and then I gotta edit it, and then I gotta make the tutorial. So it's been a lot of work, but it's also fun. I love building Voron.